Hi everyone, how are we today? Thank you for your patience waiting for me to be able to upload again. As you can probably tell from the video quality, I am on a different device now. I'm not 100% sure if I'm, happier with this quality, so let me know in the comments if you prefer the other way, because now that that device is empty, I probably can actually use it for filming still. Now that it's empty, where I can always check it out and see how it goes with those issues it was having. But so glad to be back, guys. I know it was only a few days, but to me it's been like frustrating, because I really do enjoy filming and bringing these videos to you and doing readings just in general. I do spend quite a lot of my week doing readings, whether it be for personal clients, online clients, or these free collective readings as well. So thank you all for all your patience and support. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel so you can stay up to date with all the readings. We do have the big shadow work reading coming up as our next one after today's video. Today we are going to just do a bit of a check-in on the person on your mind, what's going on with that situation. All right, but yeah, leave me a comment, let me know if you prefer this video quality. I still need to fix up some lighting and things like that, so let me know if you have any opinions, suggestions, anything like that. Let me know. I do appreciate that, of course. This week we are using, I've got the Soul Symphony card deck, as well as the Innocent Secrets lenormand today. Okay, getting into it for you, as always, timestamps will be in the description box, so check that one out for your placements. More than welcome to check multiple placements as well. Starting off with Aries. Okay, Aries, the person on Aries' mind. Okay, what's going on for Aries? What does Aries need to know in regard to the person on their mind, please? I'm going to grab two of these. At the bottom of the deck, we do have regrets coming through here, Aries. I am kind of getting a bit of back and forth kind of energy here, that it's giving me mirroring kind of energy, where it's I'll leave it to you to decide if this is your energy, their energy, or both of you are doing the same sort of things here. All right, because we do have obsession coming through first, that says holding on, can't let go, and clinging. Okay, so there is a bit of an obsession here between yourself and this person, Aries. Like I said, it is feeling like it's going both ways. So if you're not feeling a little bit of that obsession, like I can't let go of this, that must be coming from them. And if you are feeling that, it's very likely going both ways as well. Visit. All right, so unexpected visit, phone call, knock, riding by, house. So is that you wanting to visit them, or them wanting to visit you? Bit of both. Someone waiting for someone to come just show up at their door, that kind of energy, Aries. Clarify this energy for Aries. Aries and the person on their mind. What's going on for Aries with the person on their mind? Definitely seeing that visit energy coming through here again. Firstly, we've got the letter. Okay, so definitely someone wanting some communication one way or another. With that does talk about like unexpected calls, texts, emails, all those sorts of things. Writing someone a love letter, even if you want to go old school and send something through the post. I'm actually picking up presents and gifts with that energy as well. So not just basic, verbal word communication there. I'm actually picking up somebody communicating through giving something. So I'm getting, because I'm getting a bit of that old school kind of energy coming through, like I can't remember the movie, but boombox in the rain at the window kind of energy. You know, I remember when I was in school, we used to make mixtapes for our friends and loved ones and that sort of stuff. So it's like I'm getting a lot of musical type communication there as well. For some of you, I feel like it might be a little bit of telepathic communication between the two of you there. But we do see the clover coming through next, so it does kind of feel as though, you know, this unexpected, the clover can be someone, you know, doing something impulsively, like impulsively reaching out, impulsively sending that text and that sort of thing, taking the chance on sending a text and all those sorts of things. So is that you or them? Because we also have the house. Okay, so once again, unexpected visit, knock on the door, riding by your house. And this may be happening sort of very impulsively for some of you there. You may be sort of just, I can't handle it anymore. I need to see this person. I need to talk to this person. You know, we do have regrets on the bottom of the deck, and that does have being distant and guilty, feeling ashamed. So there's obviously the need to communicate here with this person, Aries, one way or another. There is some stuff that feels like it's been left unsaid. You or this person or both of you are having some issues letting go of each other. So, you know, there's some stuff that needs to be communicated. It feels like it's going to be. It's up to you, really you, I suppose, whether that's you making that move, Aries, or you're the one sitting at home waiting for that knock on the door. I'll just want to double check there. Should Aries reach out to this person? Because I am picking up strongly for a lot of you that this is somebody that you're not necessarily in direct contact with. If you are in contact with this person, there's just some sort of emotional distance between the two of you. So is it Aries that's needing to make the move here? Is Aries the one needing to make the move? At the bottom of the deck, we have the flowers there, which does talk about giving. If you want to receive, you need to give, Aries. We also have the moon here. It's your intuition is going to tell you one way or another, and once again, I feel like that's why we're seeing that clover come through here, Aries, because it's something that it's going to be that sensation of, if that's you that's needing to make that move, it's going to be that energy of, I just can't hold back these emotions anymore. I need to you know, trust my intuition and follow my intuition and just do it and get it over and done with, and have this conversation, you know, communicate with this person, you know, bring them that gift or whatever it is, you know, that's going on for you there. So it could go either way, but I do feel as though for a lot of you, that is you reaching out more so than this person reaching out. But really, you know, trust your intuition. I just feel as though those emotions are not going to be able to be held in much longer, Aries. So you know, especially with that obsessive kind of energy there as well. All right, so more than welcome to check your other placements, of course. Subscribe to the channel, and I will move on over to our Taurus. Okay, Taurus and the person on your mind. Whoa. Taurus and the person on your mind. We have butterflies on the bottom of the deck. So someone's got some butterflies hiding away there in the energy, in their tummy. Devotion, can't stop smiling, happiness, feeling complete. So, you know, we are picking up on a strong union here for you, Taurus. That's the union card there. Reconciliation, coming back, second chance, rebuilding. So even if you know, this does talk about reconciliation, very heavy there in that energy, coming into union. If you are already in union with this person, it's rebuilding the structure of that union, and you know, second chances to you know, get through things that may have affected this union in the past, may have weakened this union in the past. We're rebuilding this union in a much stronger way, it does sort of seem here. I also have the water signs coming through there: Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Okay, Taurus, so one of those placements may be very significant to you. Just sort of looking there, we are still in Pisces season as well, so that may be relevant there to some of you about, you know, this needs to happen now before it's too late. That is about to swap over, you know, from Pisces into Aries season. So for some of you, you may want to sort of deal with this now before it's kind of too late, but we do get a lot of emotion come through with the water signs as well. The water signs are sort of, they're based in, it's a sea of emotion, I suppose. So there's a lot of strong feelings there between you and this person, Taurus. Clarifying this energy for Taurus and the person on their mind. Taurus and the person on their mind. Definitely a lot of emotions there, Taurus. We have the moon coming through first, which incidentally also is the Cancer card as well. We did see Cancer there with the water signs. All right, so we do see the double Cancer reference here. I've also got Capricorn coming through as well. Okay, but we do see emotions, trusting your intuition, trusting that your intuition is not wrong about this person, I feel, for a lot of you. You know, I'm picking up here, though, that, you know, whatever has been the blockage, the struggle in the past, we have the Capricorn card there, the Mountain. Some obstacles, some delays that you have faced in this union in the past. I think this is why we're seeing that reconciliation union energy, that rebuilding energy, because it's all about, you know, emotionally we're needing to make sure we're putting in the right amount of work, and that emotionally we're determined to overcome those blockages and, you know, get past those things in this connection. All right, because that is actually followed by the rider there, as well as the fox. I sort of grabbed that fox to clarify that rider. So we do see news on the way with this connection. There is something sort of, for some of you, it's getting back up on that horse and trying again, trying in a different way, especially with that, you know, the hard work of the mountain coming through on an emotional level. The need to rebuild, it might be getting back up on that horse. It is kind of news coming through in some way, shape or form that you are sort of climbing the mountain, that your hard work is paying off or will pay off with those obstacles, blockages within the connection. Especially, you know, we do also see this clarified by that fox. And this does really sort of show us that there has been some... I feel like it's doubt, Taurus, that there has been some doubt here because somebody is acting quite independently, and somebody maybe has been a little bit worried that, you know, and I'm picking up that fox's career for some of you, because the fox can be a career card, especially, you know, the news on the way. So it's kind of like, you know, you've been putting in a lot of hard work here. So for those of you where some career or money stuff has been affecting this connection, we do see news on the way that is enabling the connection to sort of stand on its own 2 feet once again, is kind of what I'm picking up with that. And for those of you where this is the connection itself, and you know, emotional blockages within that connection, we are seeing that, you know, that there may have been some concerns about somebody acting too independently, somebody maybe being, you know, feeling as though somebody has been a little bit selfish, that kind of thing, being very stuck up in their head, very stressed about reality and logical kind of stuff, you know, and doing what they need to do and saying what they need to say, you know, to look out for their own self. But I do kind of feel as though that's what's being addressed here, and that's the hard work, that's, you know, that's where we're rebuilding, and that second chance, that we're coming back around into a chance where, rather than being independent, like two very independent people, we're coming back into that union where we're both, you know, holding on to our independence, but also, you know, allowing this connection to stand independently as well. So I do kind of get that coming through a little bit multifaceted there with that fox energy, but I do kind of feel as though it is a positive thing one way or another for you, Taurus. All right, but that's what we have for you. You're more than welcome to check out your other placements, of course. Subscribe to the channel, and we'll move on to Gemini. Okay, Gemini. Gemini, the person on Gemini's mind. Checking in for Gemini, the person on your mind. Gemini and the person on their mind. It is going to take me a moment or two to decide whether I actually like this camera or not. Okay, interesting. On the bottom of the deck here, Gemini, we have the signs card coming through. Spiritual contracts, songs, telepathic, and dreams of them. So if you've been dreaming of this person a lot lately, there may be some messages for you in that. There may be, you may be receiving some signs in regard to this connection. So making sure we are paying attention to those. I do feel as though for some of you, what we're actually seeing signs of here is this energy, which is the lifestyle card, which is in the closet, secrets being held and down low. I don't necessarily feel as though that it's so much in the closet. I feel like it's more skeletons in the closet, something being hidden here. This person, holding on to a secret, so to speak, or it doesn't even feel that much like a secret. It's just like a part of themselves that they're not showing, is what I'm kind of mostly getting here. And I feel like that's what you're sort of seeing these signs of, Gemini, that you're kind of intuitively picking up on some of the extra layers of this person that you maybe had kind of felt like you missed initially, one way or another. Good and bad. I'm getting that for some of you, these are really good secrets and, good qualities that have been hidden a little bit here, that you just you kind of glanced over and you didn't pay attention to. Oh, wow, that person's actually really kind and generous. Whereas for others of you, it's a little bit deeper, darker than that. All right, so it's a little bit of a mixed bag here, not going to lie. We do have around spring coming through as well. Now, I do read the seasons as my own. So spring is September, October, November, all right, here in Australia. So that may not, it may just be something to just sort of keep in mind with this person, over the next sort of 6 months, because you may not actually, these may not be fully realized and talked about and open out, like out of the closet, so to speak, for a period of time here. I feel like this is just something that you're intuitively picking up on about this person. But we'll see if we can get any extra clarity here for you. Gemini. Gemini, what's going on for Gemini with the person on your mind? Gemini and the person on your mind. Let me know in the comments, guys, if we prefer the old video quality or this one. I am just, I think I can actually use either device now, now that the other one has been sort of totally wiped. I think that we can sort of work it out one way or another. So let me know which quality we prefer for the videos. I just, obviously this is the first one I'm doing, so I don't know how it's going to process and upload onto YouTube, and if the quality is going to, be the same as what I'm seeing visually through the thing here. Definitely seeing references to that lifestyle, that in the closet card. For some of you, it may also too be that this person just has a very different lifestyle to your own. Like one of you may be somebody who goes out and spends a lot of time out and about and goes to this and goes to that and goes to all these types of things, where the other one might be much more of a homebody, focused on, family and all those sorts of things. It's just some sort of discrepancy between the two of you, something that they're holding on to. They may come across as one thing but the full truth of who this person is being hidden a little bit here, Gemini, because we do start off here with the snake. So you may be connecting with a Scorpio, that is the Scorpio card here, but there's probably a lot of desire for this person, and this person may have a lot of desire for you on a physical level, but the snake really does talk about, once again, deception, things being hidden from plain sight. All right, the snake hides in the grass. It doesn't let itself be seen. So there is definitely something here that is being hidden from you by this person, Gemini. But we do see, once again, that there's that key energy referencing that closet once again, because my closet doesn't have a key, but like I feel like keys quite a lot of the time. I'm actually seeing, the big Narnia closet where you got the keys to unlock the doors, and then you open up the closet, and then there's a lot more in this closet. You move aside all these, you can see all the clothes at the front, but once you move them aside, look, there's a whole universe hiding back there. There's a lot more to this person than you see on the surface, for sure. And it's up to you whether you're willing to open that Pandora's box, I suppose, because this person is very, very guarded against allowing that part of themselves out. We are seeing that there is the potential here for success. I am seeing, that is a successful energy. There is a successfully getting this person to open up to you a little bit more. It's all about getting past this, in order to see through the deception that this person is placing. We do also need to face this bear and get this person to sort of open up to us and unlock those secrets that they're holding, and then there is success there. There is potential success here. I'm not going to lie, there is definitely potential success with this person. But like I said, we did see around spring coming through, so it may take quite a bit of time, which would make sense with the bear energy there as well, because the bear energy is very protective. Okay, this can talk about Aries, Leo, Capricorn, but it's a very protective energy. This is somebody who has their guard up. They're very defensive. They're very, they're probably a very sweet, nurturing, powerful person. But there's just, the bear, it knows it needs to protect its own boundaries, and they have very high defenses around themselves, and if you get too close, they will, claw and roar and, chase you down. So you do need to be a little bit wary of that bear. Don't what's that saying? Don't poke the bear too much. So that's why we are seeing that around spring energy, that it's softly with this person, gently allowing them to open up to you, to see through that deeper side of them. I just want to sort of see here, is there anything that Gemini needs to be seriously concerned about with this person and what they're hiding from? Gemini, please. Is there anything that Gemini needs to be actually seriously concerned about here? Not really. We have the cross answering us there. So the cross, it talks about destiny. It talks about having faith. If you have faith that this is going to work in your favor, it will. All right. And it does talk about, this is all just part and parcel of the path for you at the moment, having a little bit of faith that this is how things need to go and things falling into place when they need to. Spirituality may be a way to sort of connect deeper to this person and see some of that deeper stuff about them, talking about faith and spirituality with this person, religion, if that's something between the two of you there. But it also does talk about, responsibilities and burdens. So it may just be that this person, they're hiding the fact that they feel a lot of burden and a lot of responsibility. So it's kind of this, it's kind of telling me this energy of, this person just puts so much responsibility and takes the burden of everything upon themselves. And so even things that aren't necessarily their responsibility, it's kind of that energy of somebody, beating themselves up a little bit. So they take it all personally. Every little thing in their life that might go wrong, it's on their shoulders, all right? They're carrying that around like this huge, big weight. So I feel like that's the insecurities and the weight that they feel every single day of their life. It's something that they're lugging around with them. And you know, I feel like that's what they're actually hiding from you here. So it's not necessarily anything that's going to affect you personally. It may affect the connection, you know, if this person doesn't sort of open up to you and learn how to, you know, share some of the burden and responsibility, and allow somebody else to take the reins. They may just need a little bit of extra help taking the reins, if that makes sense. All right, because, you know, a bear, they're very strong and powerful, but even a bear needs help sometimes. All right, so that's what we've got for you. You're more than welcome to check your other placements. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and we will move on over to our Cancers. All right, Cancer and the person on your mind. Cancer and the person on your mind. What's going on? What does Cancer need to know in regard to the person on your mind? I said at the start, oh, we'll do a quick check-in. So much for that. Interesting. We do see on the bottom of the deck here, Cancer, we have the Decisions card. Holding back, coming towards you, indecisive, procrastinating. So it kind of feels like, do I, don't I, do I, don't I, do I, don't I? Their energy a little bit at the moment, they're kind of procrastinating and unsure exactly which way they're going here, to be completely honest. There might be a few other things coming into play with this situation as well. Firstly, we do have the water signs. Okay, so Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. So if this person is not a water sign or have a strong water sign, this is sort of showing us that you seem to be very much the powerhouse of this connection, and the, because it's very much like giving that it's not so much a one-sided connection. It's one of those connections where somebody just has a lot more trust, I suppose, and a lot more feelings, and a lot more, you know, one person is a lot more invested than the other. So I'm not saying that it's completely one-sided here, because I do feel, I am feeling that they are invested. It's just maybe not to the extent that you are. So you need to look for the evidence one way or another. We have evidence coming through here. That does say law enforcement, temptation, criminal history, and avoiding the 12. What does avoiding the 12? Avoiding the 12. Avoiding the 12. Can someone let me know in the comments if you know what that is? The only thing I can... That's actually saying to me, the only thing I'm actually associating with that is... Like, I've got two things coming through here. I've got avoiding the 12-step program. You know, like the AA thing, the 12-step program, avoiding the 12-step program, avoiding doing the work to resolve, you know, temptation and bad behavior. But I'm also picking up here, avoiding the 12. I'm actually hearing it as the good old 1-2, out of Clockwork Orange, which does talk about physical violence as well. All right, so that's avoiding physical violence, avoiding the old 1-2. So I'm getting strong physical violence coming through there, which is a horrible energy to be having to share with you there, but there may just be some issues around that in the past. So maybe needing to be very, very wary of, watching the physical evidence that this person is providing to you. If you are aware of them having a prior history of certain things, to do with that, or to do with, I am still picking up that avoiding the 12-step program thing and energy there as well. So somebody that it's coming through as like somebody who's just avoiding dealing with their negative coping mechanisms. So they may have some sort of addiction issues or coping mechanisms that aren't the best, and they're avoiding actually doing the work to not do that, if that kind of makes sense. So you're needing to sort of really, really be very observant here. I'm feeling your energy being very observant, in order to sort of, so maybe that's you in the decisive energy, Cancer, where you're holding back because you're wanting to just observe and see some physical evidence of whether this person is willing to do their 12 steps or not. Whether they're willing to avoid temptation or whether they're, going to fall back into old patterns, old habits, is what's sort of coming through here. This person may be somebody with some old patterns, old habits that are not necessarily good for this connection. Clarify this energy for Cancer. Cancer and the person on your mind. What's going on for Cancer and the person on your mind? Definitely seeing a lot of emotion. So maybe that's what this avoiding the 12 is that there's some emotional stuff, I feel. Because what I've got here, we've got the feminine coming through, which is a card of emotion. We have the lily coming through, which is a card of emotional intimacy and the things that make us feel very vulnerable. We also have the child, which is actually, it can, especially with so much emotion, it can talk about childhood wounds. And, on the bottom of the deck of that deck, I've got the Tower. So we are seeing the foundation of this person, the way that they've been raised, maybe specifically to do with a mother figure for some of them, with that woman there. I do just have some concerns. I'm not going to lie. I do have some concerns here, Cancer, that this person has some childhood trauma. This person maybe doesn't understand how to deal with emotion in effective ways. That the foundation that's been built within this person when it comes to emotions, they're avoiding dealing with things in healthy kind of ways and dealing with emotions, especially emotion. Emotion definitely coming through very strongly here. The child can talk about immaturity as well, and especially with what I'm seeing there with the lily. This is the lily is a long-term energy, so it shows us that it's been a long time, and this person has been stuck in this child spot for a very long time. They're not maturing, they're not growing, they're not turning into adulthood. They're stuck a little bit. They're a little bit stuck in their own their inner child is a bit stuck. It's not always necessarily a horrible thing or anything like that, because we all go through stuff in life, and we all deal with things very differently, but it does just feel as though this person's got a lot of work to do within their own self, and they're avoiding it right now. For a lot of you, this has got to do with the way that this person has been raised, mother issues, the foundation of emotion within them, and the way that they perceive emotion and things like that. So, you know, I was initially sort of talking about this feeling like a very sort of unbalanced connection where you are sort of feeling a lot more than this person. I feel like it's more than this person is able to or understands. That I just feel as though they don't know or don't understand those emotions the way that you do. And you know, flip it as necessary, because this definitely could be you as well, Cancer. And you know, if that is the case, you know, there's just a little bit of shadow work that needs doing here, and a little bit of recognizing that, you know, we are still stuck in some childhood stuff, and we do need to face that in order to move through that and mature in healthy ways. All right, so being willing to take personal responsibility for our own growth and betterment. Right, good time for that too, because we do have the shadow work readings tomorrow. So if you resonate with that as you and your energy, definitely check out that shadow work reading, and maybe the love one from last month as well. So maybe go back in the shadow work playlist and find the February shadow work for would have been the Leo full moon, I believe, in February this year. All right, so that may, because it was right around Valentine's Day, so go back and check that one out as well. There may definitely be some stuff in there for you. And you know, with that child there, baby steps. So, you know, it's not a decision to be made lightly, though, with this person, okay? This connection, it's not a decision to be made lightly. You do really need to regard the evidence of this person and their truth, and work from there. All right, there might be some deeper stuff than you're aware of, Cancer. All right, so that's what we've got for you. You're more than welcome to check out your other placements, cross-watch your person's placements as well, and we will move on over to our Leos. Okay, Leo, and the person on your mind. What do you need to know in regard to the person on your mind, Leo? Okay, ooh, Leo. First of all, I want to show you this denial card. Not facing the truth, dismissal, refusing to give in, and contradicting. Who's in denial, you or them? Who is, it's refusing to give in, refusing to give up, not facing the full truth of some stuff that needs to be worked through, not facing the truth of themselves. Is this you or them? I will clarify. And we also have heartstrings, mind games, taking advantage, playing with feelings, and stringing along. And on the bottom of the deck, we actually have revenge, patterns, enjoying the show, getting even, childish behavior, followed by the children card. So some of you may have children with this person. I am actually getting a relatively specific message for a lot of you here, that whatever's going on with you and this person, they are in a little bit of denial about the truth of this connection. They're refusing to give in, refusing to give up. It's kind of like they're flipping a little bit here too, though, because it feels as though they are putting this on you, and they're telling themselves that you're playing mind games, that you're stringing them along, that you're taking advantage of them. And it feels like it may become an issue, that this is part of their pattern, that they take it out on you because they're not taking personal responsibility for their role that they've played in the situation. They're refusing to give in. They're contradicting themselves. They're not facing the truth of you know, it takes two to tango kind of energy. Clarify this energy for Leo. Leo and the person on your mind. I do feel as though this is somebody that you, Leo, you're not currently with this person, or you're not currently like super invested in a future with this person. Like I said, you may have children with this person, so this may be sort of like the baby mama, the baby daddy. This could be, you know, an ex. This could be the child energy. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have children with them. It could just be, you know, we do see on that revenge card childish behavior, you know, so immaturity, lack of personal responsibility. They don't know how to have healthy, developed responsibility for one's own actions. I do feel as though there's something that's happened between the two of you here, at the very least, where they're not facing their role in that, and they're kind of putting all the blame on you. Clarify this for Leo and the person on Leo's mind, please. Is that, just clarify here, is that Leo, is that Leo's trajectory or the person on their mind's trajectory here? Person on your mind. So when I've asked if this is you or the person on your mind, we've got the card of the mind, the clouds, the thoughts card that talks about the mind. So it's the person on your mind. They still feel as though there's an opportunity for success here. They are, you know, we have the key followed by the ring here. So they think that they can make this into a successful relationship. I feel as though you, not to be, you know, this is going to be for specific people, really, I feel. You know, if this is not for you and your story, you're more than welcome to, you know, check out your other placements, especially your moon sign being so close to the full moon, your Venus sign being that we are in Venus retrograde, as well as, you know, your person's sign as well, this person's sign. But it does feel as though they're trying to, you know, unlock the secret to how to find success with this relationship and how to make it a successful relationship. It's kind of like they're in denial that this is not going to be successful, that this is, you know, that the door is now closed to them. They're trying to find other ways to get into the house. You know, we do also see here with the ring that, you know, once again, it's the patterns. It's the patterns, and this seems to be a pattern of behavior for this person. That they try to force things to go their way, and then when they don't, that's when we see the childish behavior, the bad behavior, the revenge type energy coming through here. And for a lot of you, it's kind of like, I feel like for a lot of you, the way that this person is going to take revenge, it does seem to be pretty specific for a lot of you here, because we have the fish. Okay, so they're either going to try to take revenge on you through money, through financials. So if this is someone that you've got children with, and this is like an ex that you are financially tied up with, they are going to try to take revenge on you through those financials. And then, you know, because they're telling themselves that you're taking advantage of them, that's exactly what they're going to do to you. So I do feel for some of you, this is a bit of like a warning. And for others of you, it's going to be through trying to sort of prove to you that, oh, don't worry, there's plenty of fish in the sea. there's plenty of fish in the sea. I'll go and just jump. I'll go find another door to open. If I can't have success with you, I'm just gonna, you know, it's jealousy. They're trying to get you to feel jealous. I feel for a lot of you here, you know, they're enjoying the show. They're trying to make you enjoy the show of them happy. You know, it's kind of giving that energy of somebody that thinks that, you know, if they go and move on to the next one straight away and put on a big show about how happy they are with, you know, this new person or multiple new people, because I do feel it may be multiple new people, that you just have to sit back and enjoy the show kind of thing, and that's their way of getting revenge upon you for taking advantage of them. But it's a pretty clear kind of message what I'm getting here, Leo. So I do feel as though this is a bit of a warning that this person's the patterns are not changing. I feel like for a lot of you, you've already seen this pattern in this person, and that's part of why we're at this point in the first place, is because, like, I can feel that this is not, you know, they're in denial about this. I feel like that they're telling themselves that you've played mind games, that you've taken advantage, but maybe it's because they're in denial about the fact that that was them doing those things or about to do those things. So it feels as though this is something that you kind of are already aware of, whether consciously or not. You kind of, this is a pattern. You know, we're seeing double cards referencing patterns. So this is a pattern. This is a pattern of behavior from this person. So I feel as though for a lot of you, you've experienced it to some extent already. So you kind of already know. I do feel as though this is some sort of warning for you here, Leo. Can we just get some advice for Leo on how to navigate this situation, please? Advice for Leo on how to avoid, how to navigate this situation, please. For those of you who do have children, we see the lily and the child coming through here. So, you know, there is, the best way for you to navigate this situation is to look at things for, you know, we're looking at very long-term energy here. We're trying to be very open and honest and emotionally, you know, vulnerable here, and being very honest and open about what's going on, you know, and being very intimate with our emotions and being very honest and upfront about those emotions, so that there's no second guessing. There's no, you know, that we are just being, you know, very, very blunt, I suppose, with how we're feeling and things like that. For those of you with children to this person, there does seem to be, you know, an energy of protecting the children and looking out for the children first and foremost here. Once again, we're seeing childish behavior being referenced, and you know, I feel like with that, the patterns and the long-term energy here, it's like really trying to avoid the childish behavior and being drawn into that, because I feel as though this person is actually trying to, you know, make you act immaturely as well and get you onto their level, kind of a thing. So I do feel as though that you just need to focus on your own new beginnings and what you want for yourself long-term, and the new adventures that could come here. The more that you're focused on new energy, it is going to be better for you, because then you can, you know, move away from this energy and don't allow yourself to get drawn into childish behavior. All right. It just feels as though that's, once again, an extra advice, warning type energy there. But sorry about that one, Leo. That's what we've got for you. You are more than welcome to check your other placements. Subscribe to the channel. Cross-watch the person's placements as well, if you need. And we will move on over to our Virgos. Okay, so Virgo and the person on your mind. What's going on for Virgo and the person on Virgo's mind, please? These cards are like, 1 minute they'll shuffle great and then the next they won't. Let me know in the comments, Virgo, you know, if we prefer the previous video quality or if this one is good. Obviously, this is the first one on the new device, but I'm pretty sure that now I've wiped the old device, I can actually use either. So let me know what video quality we'd prefer, whether we prefer this one or the older video quality. All right, guys? And you know, still just trying to make sure, you know, like I said, it's the first video, so I don't know exactly the YouTube upload quality as of yet and whatnot as well. But Virgo and the person on your mind. Getting two messages here. Or it's kind of one message, but two messages. Because I had a card fall out, Virgo. The card that fell out was the third party card. Love triangle, relationship, the other woman, secret hookup. So I do feel as though for some of you, though, that is a fear, a concern. It's not necessarily the truth. All right, but I'm also seeing on the bottom of the deck, we have the options card. Doing them, juggling connections, addictions, and player. So for some of you, that's why this is a fear, because, you know, you are aware that this person is maybe considering other options. It's not saying that they've gone and found a third party as of yet. I feel as though this is a fear. It's like your intuition is picking up on the potential for this to happen. All right, Virgo, so I'm not saying that it has or has not already happened, but because for some of you, I feel like it may have already happened. There may have already been a third party here. And others of you, it is just an option to look at another party. You know, take that as it resonates, guys. So some of you, it's fear, and others of you, it may actually be something going on here. And then I'm wanting to clarify whether this is you, Virgo, or this potential third party. So I'm just before I show you what that says, I just want to double check that. Is this Virgo or the potential third party, please? Could be either of you. It's going to be different for everyone then. When I've asked if this is you or the other person, we see the fish, which is abundance. So it could be you, it could be the other person, it could be both of you that I'm picking up this pregnancy energy. Okay. Pregnancy test, entrapment, conceiving, and mother figure. All right, and that has come through with around fall, which I do read the seasons as my own. So March, April, May is fall, or we call it autumn here in Australia. Obviously wanting some extra information here for you, Virgo, but so for some of you, rough, yeah? I do feel as though I'm speaking to Virgo women right now. I'm not picking up on... I am picking up sort of more specifically that I'm speaking to a Virgo woman who is dealing with males, okay? So I'm not picking up on same-sex relationships here, and I'm not picking up on... the reverse of you being a male. So if you are a male, you may need to flip this. But to be honest, if you're a male or if you're in a same-sex person on your mind here, or other person on your mind here, I would suggest checking your moon or your Venus placement, or checking the other person's placements. All right, because this seems to be very specifically me speaking to a female who, and specifically to a female who has the potential to be pregnant, or you know, or your partner has the potential to make somebody pregnant, whether that's you or somebody else. Okay, so because that is actually coming through pretty clearly here, that there may actually be a pregnancy on the board here, because I'm actually seeing it following through to a child as well. So and I'm seeing, it's giving me quite a lot of information here. So it is showing me an actual birth happening, and it is showing me drama between, you know, the different baby mamas, and having to continue dealing with this situation. Entrapment. I'm strongly getting the entrapment as well. So even if this is not you that's pregnant to this person, it feels as though they've got something on you that is trapping you to them, whether it's just the love or something there. Even if you do not have children or are not pregnant to this person, it's like they've got some sort of a hold on you, Virgo, where is it money? It could be money. It does feel as though they've got some sort of a hold on you that makes you feel trapped in this situation, and that this is something that you may actually have to deal with longer term than just the pregnancy period. Because I am seeing, you know, I'm not able to see the child past, you know, baby. So but it is ongoing past the actual birth. Okay, so it's rough, not gonna lie. Virgo, what does Virgo need to know right now in regard to the person on their mind? Virgo and the person on your mind. So for a lot of you, this is definitely still, this hasn't happened yet. For a lot of you, this is fears, anxieties about this happening. And I'm not going to lie, Virgo, for those of you where that's the case, and this is just a fear at this point, it's because there is a strong potential for this to become reality in the near future. Because, you know, with that, maybe that's what that around fall is. Maybe it's not the actual pregnancy and falling pregnant around fall. It could actually be them meeting somebody that is a third option for them, you know, an extra option for them, a third party. We do have the clouds, like I said. Anxiety, a lot of doubt and worry and fear, and, you know, throwing things around your mind, overthinking things very heavily here. You know, I feel like the person is, you know, very, very focused on multiple thoughts, processes as well. They've got so much going on in their mind as well that they're sort of thinking about all their options. You know, once again, we saw that options card on the bottom of the deck there, that they are thinking about different options and how they can betray you and be sneaky and be a bit of a snake here, how they can get, I can't say that on YouTube, physical intimacy. Okay, that is the snake there. It is the card of physical intimacy. So it looks like their thoughts are on getting their snake sorted. Any way, shape or form. Not gonna lie, it's coming through pretty nasty in spirit. Player addictions, and it may even be a sex addiction for some of these people. All right, because they're just trying to look. The garden comes through after that. They're just trying to meet as many people as they can. This is my date card. So with the snake right next to it, it's hookups. It's one night stands. It's multiple one night stands. I'm picking up on multiples here, not just one. Even though we're seeing third party, I'm seeing more than one. So I'm very sorry. Like, wow. Advice for Virgo if they are facing this situation. Advice for the Virgo who is facing this situation. Okay, because like I said, this is a very sort of specific message here. We have the dog as well as the key. So what I'm actually seeing with the dog energy is it's kind of telling me, you know, the dog is about loyalty and understanding and compassion, but it is the card of friendship. So relying on the loyalty and the understanding and the compassion of your friends, and not feeling as though you have to be loyal, understanding and compassionate towards a person doing this towards you, if that's not, because for some of you this definitely could, you know, be a open situation. You may have some sort of agreement, whatever, but I do feel as though there is still sneaky aspects to that, even if that is the case. It's you know, if you've got certain rules set in place, they're not being kept. There is some sort of deception and betrayal happening here when it comes to the player antics, the physicality. So they may be telling you about one that we're having, but not all of them. So, you know, we do have the key there as well. So many options here. The key opens many doors, not just one. There's a lot of options here. And I feel as though you need the support of your friends so that you can understand that you have options as well. Just because your person is running around chasing down all their options in that aspect doesn't mean that you are restricted to being loyal to them and only having one option to stick loyal to them, because you're not. You have all these other options as well. You know, you have options too. And yours are just in a different kind of a way. Because, you know, the energy underneath that is the divine feminine. That's yours. That's your options. Your options to embrace your divine feminine and, you know, trust yourself. Trust yourself. Be, you know, embrace the feminine aspects of your options rather than feeling as though you have to be loyal to a masculine that is unevolved masculine energy. It's not divine masculine energy at all. It's snake energy. Not gonna lie, this is not, you have the potential for success wherever you want to find it. All right. So you're not held to just this one doorway. You have multiple doorways as well. This person thinks that they've got all the, you know, they can go and chase all the doorways and open as many locks as they want. So can you. You're just doing it in a different kind of a way. They're doing it with a very physical intimacy perspective only. Very one-focused. Your focus is so much broader than that. All right? So I'm really sorry if that's not the message you wanted to hear today. Like I said, please check your moon, your Venus, your person's placements as well. See if you can get a bit more information on that one for yourself, especially for those of you where that doesn't resonate to your particular situation, because I do feel for those of you that that is the situation, you intuitively, you're already afraid of that. So I'm either playing into your fears by saying that, or you already know about it, or you know you will know about it soon anyway, one way or another. All right, not going to lie. I'm such a bad liar, so I'm sorry if it's a bit confronting sometimes for the people who do get those confronting messages. You are more than welcome to check your other placements, like I said. Subscribe to the channel, and we will move on over to our Libras. Okay, Libra and the person on your mind. Libra and the person on your mind. I love how at the start of the video I said I'm just going to do a quick check-in. Sure. Okay, Libra and the person on your mind. Let me know in the comments as well, guys, if we prefer this new device video quality or the previous device video quality. I'm pretty sure that now I have, wiped that previous device, that I can actually use it again for recording if necessary. So I would like some feedback on the quality of the audio and video. Which do you prefer? Because, from what I'm seeing, it does look very, very different. I don't know whether it's just because I'm not used to it, but I'm not sure if I prefer the older one or this one. So let me know in the comments, guys. I would really appreciate it. Okay, Libra. Firstly, we have jealousy coming through here, Libra. Talking behind back, being envious, pettiness, and attention seeking. Do you know what? I actually feel like that jealousy energy, it's not actually within the connection itself. It's something around the connection. I don't know whether it's you or your person here, but it's like, it's kind of like one of you is attention seeking with somebody else, or like being envious of somebody else outside of the connection, and then the person in the connection is seeing that, and that's kind of creating some issues within the connection, because it's like, I didn't think you were like that, or why are you being so petty, and then we start a fight, that kind of thing. So I feel like that jealousy energy, it's not necessarily you and this person being jealous of one or the other. It's jealousy towards somebody else outside of the connection. So it's like somebody, somebody, for example, this person on your mind, maybe they're jealous of a co-worker who is much more capable of their skill set is higher, and they're better at their job, and they earn more money, and all those sorts of things. So maybe it's something like that for some of you there. But it's affecting this connection, or it will be connecting this affection, because we do see the separation card. For some of you, this has already happened though, and we're on the rebound from that as well. Silence, longing for you, and distance. Okay, so there has or is going to be some physical separation, some emotional distance between the two of you. I am seeing the around summer card coming through there, which I do read the seasons as my own, so that would have been December, January, February. So for a lot of you, it may have just, that separation, that emotional distance, that longing for each other. Maybe that's where that jealousy is coming from, seeing other connections and seeing how emotionally close they are, and you're being jealous of that. Wanting to, maybe that's what's going on for some of you here. But we will clarify. So for some of you though, that has been a recent separation, a recent distance that has been between the two of you that we're kind of still trying to work through. But we really do need to deal with this jealousy, this being envious. It does feel mostly along the lines of being envious of somebody or something else around the connection, not necessarily anything to do with the connection itself, but it's having like a flow and effect. Libra and the person on your mind. What does Libra need to know in regard to the person on your mind? Yeah, so we have the child coming through first. So, there is, once again, I'm just picking up that there is a little bit of, childish behaviour, immaturity in the background. It does feel the background, especially with the next card being the ship. And then, the alternate meaning for the child, rather than the childish behaviour, the immaturity, that seems like it's now on the back burner. It's behind, the ship's moving away from that energy into the other energy of the child that combines with the ship, which is, new beginnings, new adventures. Okay, so we do see new beginnings, new adventures coming through here with this connection. So it's like it's kind of like a restart here. We've been through some stuff. We're still dealing with the immaturity, the childish behavior, the jealousy, the petty, the envious of others kind of thing. For some of you specifically, envious of somebody having children or more children, or being able to fall pregnant, and you have maybe had some distance between yourself and this person, so you haven't, that's just not been on the cards. But we're moving away from that now. So focusing on the moving away from that now, really, because we're moving into the next chapter. We have the book there as well, Libra. So really making sure we are putting that on the back burner. You know, we're leaving that back in at the last port where we came from, where, you know, all our ships are coming in now, and we're actually moving into, you know, a more positive energy with that child and ship there, where, you know, it's all about the next adventure, the next big adventure, the next, you know, the next plot twist that's going to come through, and the next things that we don't know that are going to happen. Because I'm picking up a lot of mystery from the book today for you. It's like the story that you haven't read yet, the chapter that you haven't even written yet. So there's a lot of mystery, and it's all part of the adventure. It's all part of the journey. You know, and it's about looking forward. I am getting a strong message here about looking forwards rather than, you know, being stuck in this past separation between the two of you, and this jealousy energy here. So if it just clarifying the message I'm getting of looking forward for Libra and the person on their mind, please. Masculine energy. Okay, so that tells us the logic decision is that, you know, you can't go back to the past. You can't go back. You can't, you know, ships don't go backwards. They flow forwards. So, you know, children don't age younger. They age older and start to mature and become wiser. You can't go backwards. That's the logical, rational thing. Trying to take the emotions out of it a little bit, because the jealousy stuff, the envious stuff, it's coming from an emotional point where, you know, we're fearing that we're not good enough. We're fearing that we don't have enough. We're fearing that we're not enough as ourselves, as a union. So moving away from that and being very logical and rational and thinking things through a lot more, you know, up here, than allowing your heart to steer you in the wrong direction. All right, so that's what I've got for you today, Libra. You're more than welcome to check out your other placements, cross-watch your person's placements, subscribe to the channel, and we will move on to the one I'm actually very excited to see what comes out for today. We have our Scorpios. Okay, Scorpio and the person on your mind. Who's the person on your mind, Scorpio? Scorpio and the person on your mind. What does Scorpio need to know in regard to the person on their mind? Okay. Just one more. Scorpio and the person on your mind. I'm getting separate messages here, which is not really what I expected. Right. I am getting some distinct messages here straight away, Scorpio. So firstly, we have self-love. All right, so acceptance, self-treatment, intentions, and self-awareness. Because I am picking up, for some of you, I'm picking up on two separate people in your energy here. Two separate people on your mind. So, and for others of you, this is the one, it's all the one person, but I'm just getting different aspects here, because I am getting that this person is, so I'm going to talk about it as though it's one person, okay, but for some of you, you may need to keep in mind that this could be actually two people. I'm picking up here that the self-love stuff, it's like this person is very healing for you and enables you to find love for yourself, and vice versa. I feel, you know, that there's a part of there's an acceptance from this person, and the way that they treat you, that allows you to start treating yourself better, allows you to start being more aware of yourself and loving yourself, you know. So, and I feel like you do that for this person a little bit as well. So there is like a growth aspect coming through here, where you can really help each other heal and grow, especially too with what I'm seeing for this person, because I am seeing here the third party card, love triangle, relationship, the other woman, secret hookup, but it's actually coming through with this guarded energy, which is past trauma, building up walls, defensive, and blocked heart chakra. So what I actually feel like this third party is it's not an actual third party. They're not actually involved with anybody, but because of trauma, that's what the third party is. It's somebody from their past that has left them very guarded when it comes to connections. And you know, this could be you as well, because we are seeing that self-love. I do feel as though this is kind of something to do with the theme for both of you, to be honest, that you yourself may be still very guarded and have some high walls up, specifically related to a third party to this connection that is someone from your past that has hurt you. So you both kind of have been through some ish when it comes to love and relationships, and you're both very, you know, defensive of your heart and blocked, and you know, because of these past traumas, you both have a lot of walls put up. So this is part of why you both are so able to help each other heal and grow and learn, and you know, help each other move past that. But I'm also seeing this very interesting energy here, which is deadline. So this is actually super interesting to me, because it does show me that this is like, it does say time running out, on edge, intervention, can't wait no longer. But what I'm actually picking up more than anything is that the time is now. Like, it needs to be now, sooner rather than later. If you don't connect with this person and start healing each other now, it may never come to fruition. All right, so I'm kind of getting free will coming strongly into play, that we're on a deadline though with this connection, that if it doesn't sort of take off now, that it may not take off at all. There is kind of some sort of deadline to this connection, because it's kind of like time's running out. Because I am feeling that maybe you or this person, I am getting references here to like biological clock ticking with that time's running out. The intervention kind of thing, that it's telling me too that, you know, with the intervention thing, that if we don't take steps to intervene in our own ish, which taking the step is following a connection with this person, by the looks of this, following a connection and pushing a connection with this person and getting past that guarded energy that you both seem to have there, getting past the defensiveness. It's kind of like Spirit's going to step in and go, that's it, time's up, bow, time's up, pow. Something else will happen that kind of forces you both to do this in other ways. I feel as though this is kind of the way where you can both actually heal and grow and find self-love in a very calm, safe kind of a way. Whereas I am kind of picking up that divine intervention. If we leave it to divine intervention, which is leaving it much longer, that when divine intervention steps in, it's a lot more jarring, okay? It's a lot more forceful. This person is giving you the opportunity to do it in a safer, more chilled, calm, healthy, positive way. Whereas if we're leaving that up to the universe comes in like bam, pow, done, smack, and it's crazy when the universe does things. It's like lightning, you know? So, whereas this person is a gentle storm coming through and washing you clean. Whereas, you know, if you're leaving it to divine intervention, it's lightning and it's setting everything on fire, setting your whole life on fire. So if you want to meet that deadline, something needs to happen. I will get some extra clarity here because I'm specifically finding that this deadline energy, it's telling me that something needs to happen now. So let's see if we can find out what needs to happen now. Scorpio and the person on your mind. Not gonna lie, Scorpio, I was actually kind of expecting a lot more of a lovey-dovey kind of message for you today, to be honest. But this still kind of makes a lot of sense. Scorpio and the person on your mind. What does Scorpio need to know about the person on your mind? Maybe that's why I was picking up two people there as well, because maybe I'm picking up the past trauma-ish as well. Interesting. I don't know whether you, Scorpio, are the masculine element of this connection or the feminine element of this connection, but I do just have the hidden energy on the bottom of the deck here. I've got the heart, followed by the masculine, followed by the lily, and the stork. Okay, so the stork not entirely as relevant here, but what actually is, there is a message here coming through that the masculine element of this connection needs to, you know, be very emotionally intimate and open up their heart to this other person a little bit more. Be very conscious of getting past the defenses, their own defenses, as well as this person's defenses. I just feel, it does just feel as though they need to be very sort of consciously aware of the fact that they need to open their heart space to this person a little bit more, and be very, you know, open to be vulnerable. I feel that the feminine is kind of already going to do that. They don't need the message. The feminine already will do that. The feminine, I'm just picking up the feminine being a nurturing energy there, but the masculine energy just needs to be a little bit more consciously aware that this is something that we need to allow ourselves to consciously say, look, I want to try to be vulnerable. I want to try to show love. Okay? So wow, that's a specific message for my Scorpio. That's why we're seeing that deadline energy too. So, if you're watching, that's for you. And it's, I hate having to be harsh sometimes with the way that I put messages through. This may be for more than one of you as well. It may not be just for you. But we have the house and then the mice. Okay. So I'm actually getting physical house coming through here. The mice does talk about loss, things from the past. I'm getting double messages here as well, so, you know, don't stress too much. It's kind of more like a warning for a specific Scorpio. That, you know, it's got to do that, the deadline. This is why it's so important to meet this deadline, because, you know, if we don't I was just talking about divine intervention, you may lose your house if you don't start the transformation now. You need to close off the guarded, close off the past, you know, and, you know, this is death allows a new beginning. Endings start new beginnings, death and rebirth, all right? So you need to allow the transformation to start. We have the ship there as well, which is new beginnings, journeys beginning, brand new adventures coming your way. It does seem like this deadline is important because, you know, you've been so stuck, so stable, insecure in the things you've lost. So, you know, like I said, that was just one little kind of warning that, you know, this is kind of just how the universe is trying to tell me to make you aware of how serious this is. That, you know, that you need to start this transformation now. You need to meet this deadline, because if you leave it up to the universe and divine intervention, the worst of the worst could happen. It's not saying that that's what I'm predicting or anything like that, because I'm kind of not. I feel like it's kind of more like a trying to grab your attention to let you understand how serious this is. That, you know, and so all the Scorpios watching, take that on board as a message of seriousness here, that this is how serious the universe wants you to take this, that if you don't do this, you will lose your living arrangements. Okay, your house, you will lose your housing, whatever that means in your particular situation. So you do need to take this serious, and that's how serious you need to be about letting down that guard, letting down that defensive wall around your heart, and allowing not only this person to help heal and grow you, but you help heal and grow them. It's going both ways with the self-love and the healing. I feel like you both have a lot to teach each other here. And when we teach, we learn. So that it actually feels like a big transformative period in your life coming up here. But there's a strong element here if you've just been so... It's kind of like the bubble of loss is what you've been feeling safe in. That's what you've been feeling safe in. It's kind of been all you've known, the trauma, the safety net of stress and loss, things being taken from me. That's all I know. So that's all I know how to deal with. It's scary to deal with anything that's not that, because I'm just so comfortable with that. We need to transform that. We need to close that. We need to end that way of thinking and, you know, get out of our comfort zone. You know, we're going from the house energy where we're sitting at home on the couch doing nothing to all of a sudden we're here on this ship, journeying across the world, journeying, you know, into a brand new life for ourselves. So it's kind of, it's obviously, it's warning us about what will happen if you don't meet this deadline. What happens for Scorpio with this person on their mind if they do meet this deadline? Wisdom, conversations, commitment, long-term commitment, conversation about, you know, it may be in the distance a little bit there, you know, but it's having a conversation with oneself about not repeating the same patterns and, you know, breaking the cycle that we've been stuck in, transforming our life completely, you know, heading towards wisdom, ultimate wisdom of what relationships and commitment truly are in a different kind of way. They're not just trauma, you know, commitment to oneself as well. And I'm just feeling the need here because I'm kind of feeling some of you are unsure as to if this is for you, okay? How will Scorpio know that this message is for them, please? How will Scorpio know that this message is for them? Please, can I get a confirmation card for Scorpio for 24 hours, please? Okay. Scorpio. It's for you, Scorpio. It's for you. I don't even need a confirmation energy there. It's for you. 7 or snakes. Anything to do with 7, snakes. The color green may be connected to this person. Somehow snake energy connected to this person. It doesn't need confirmation. 7, somehow 7 might be important here. You know, it's not telling me any confirmation. Can you please, like, we know it's for Scorpio. Okay, well, if you don't want to tell us confirmation for Scorpio, can we see confirmation for Scorpio within the next 24 hours of who the person on their mind is? Connected to the person on Scorpio's mind. Confirmation for Scorpio within the next 24 hours. Doesn't want to, yeah, it's, sorry Scorpio, it's not giving me confirmation for you today. I do feel the need to add though that we are doing the shadow work reading tomorrow. Okay, so you know, if we are stuck in that you know, having issues with self-love, and we are in a very guarded, you know, energy, and to the point where that is actually, it's like a separate entity on this connection, that guardedness and past trauma, it's become its own entity in your energy there. So there may actually be something for you in that shadow work reading tomorrow. So make sure you do keep an eye out for that one being uploaded as well. All right, but if you do feel as though you need some extra clarification, check your moon sign or your Venus sign for this particular reading. Cross-watch the person's sign as well if you know it. That may help give some extra clarification as well. Make sure you are subscribed, and we will move on over to our Sagittarians. Okay. Sagittarius and the person on your mind. Sagittarius and the person on your mind. What does Sagittarius need to know in regard to the person on their mind? Okay. This is a very interesting Sagittarius. On the bottom of the deck, I have the gift card. Date, letting you know, surprise, thinking of you. Okay, so is this person giving you a gift, or are you giving them some sort of a gift? It's somebody's giving somebody a gift here, and it feels as though the gift is, for some of you, it's just letting you know how you feel about this person. For others of you, it may be an actual surprise, a date, organizing something between the two of you. But whoever's receiving the gift, okay, we have here the deadline card. Time's running out, on edge, intervention, can't wait any longer. We also have fired up. Isn't that a beautiful card? Furious with rage, building up emotions, overwhelming thoughts, very angry, as well as triggers. Childhood wounds, flashbacks, ready to explode, caught in the act. So for some of you, the gift is not going to be received well, okay, because it's kind of... I'm definitely going to need to clarify this, but it's like somebody's opening up to somebody, you know, letting you know that I'm thinking of you. And that actually, or the way that they do that, or the way that they say something, or, you know, or the gift that they actually give somebody here, it feels as though it's like unintentional. It does feel unintentional, but it's like it triggers this other person big time and sets them off, fires them up, you know, brings out... I feel like for a lot of you, I do feel as though that's the Sagittarius fire coming through in that particular card. I feel like that may actually be you getting fired up here, Sagittarius, you being triggered a little bit here. And with that deadline card, it's kind of like, are you getting fired up because it's like too little too late? Why didn't you do this before? Why didn't you say this before? I've been waiting. And it kind of, too little too late a little bit for some of you there. It triggers you a little bit here, not going to lie. There's something about this that triggers you. But it's like the person feels like they're giving it to you as a gift. It feels like a gift being given to you from their end. But to you, it's like, not necessarily. Or it's like a thoughtless kind of gift, like somebody does, like it's like, oh, you don't know me at all. If you knew me at all, you know that's not a good gift for me. It's because I do feel for some of you, it's just triggering some sort of childhood wound or some sort of trauma wound here. And it does feel unintentional. Not going to lie, it does feel unintentional on their part. You know, flip it as necessary. Take it how it resonates, guys, but always more than welcome to check other placements. Cross-watch your person's placements as well. But let's see if we can get to the bottom of this, hey? Sagittarius and the person on your mind. Sagittarius and the person on your mind. What's going on for Sagittarius with the person on your mind? So that's pretty much saying what we've already talked about. We have the letter coming through here. So communication. So for a lot of you, this is more along the lines of a gift in the form of communication. You know, it's kind of, and it is giving very muchly retrograde energy coming through here. So for some of you, this person on your mind is somebody from, you know, the past coming back around kind of energy, because that's the retrograde energy there where, you know, all those X's seem to pop back up. So it is giving that a little bit, and maybe that's why you're getting so triggered. Like, if that's the way you felt, why didn't you say that then? And you wait until now to, you know, it does feel like it's setting you off a little bit here. We do have the Clover coming through, which I believe that's your card. Yes, definitely is your card, Sagittarius. But it feels like risky maneuvers, you know. It's a risky maneuver from this person to give you this gift of you know, we're just going to say gift. I do feel as though it's more along the lines of saying something to you. And they're thinking that they're, you know, giving you something big and meaningful, whereas you're like, that was a risk you shouldn't have taken, buddy. It does feel like an impulsive sort of, very, very impulsive, out of nowhere kind of thing. So it may definitely be something that somebody communicates, like thinking, you know, they're not thinking, or they're not thinking negatively anyway. Like I said, the intentions don't feel bad here, but it's along the lines of, yeah, somebody just not thinking and and doing instead, like doing something that triggers you without even, you know, thinking about the repercussions or the consequences or how that might affect you or how you're going to feel about that, and you know, etc. It's followed up with the scythe here, so that's once again very impulsive, very quick, out of nowhere, unexpected kind of things. And I feel like for some of you, maybe that's what's triggering you a little bit there, is the fact that it's unexpected, and it's kind of throws you off a little bit, and that triggers you, fires you up a little bit here. So that's sort of saying exactly what we've already sort of seen. What exactly, clarify the gift card. What is the gift that this person is giving Sagittarius, please? We have the stars coming through here, followed by the moon. So it's like they're giving you the gift of hope, of optimism, of these are my true wishes, my true desires, on an emotional level. So it does seem to be emotional based. It may be career based for some of you as well. If this person is connected to, especially beauty industry, fame, in some way, shape or form, they may feel as though that's a gift. So it's kind of like I'm kind of getting exposure here a little bit as well, like fame, exposure. So it's like they may think that this is a great gift of exposure. For some of you here, that it's coming through so weird that in their mind they're doing what they thought you wished for, kind of thing. But I thought you wanted everyone to know about this. I thought you wanted everyone to see how awesome you are at this, and it triggers you because you're like, why are you shouting it out to the world, and why are you telling everyone about that? And I hate to say it, Sagittarius, but it does feel as though this deadline energy, it's kind of bringing that through a little bit here, because it's kind of time for you to face this stuff that's triggering you. And that's why it's triggering you right now. It's because it's time for you to start intervening with yourself and dealing with this, healing from that the past trauma, the past experience, the things that trigger you a little bit here. But it's just kind of coming out of nowhere and taking you by surprise. Advice for Sagittarius, please. Advice for Sagittarius, please. We have the tree and the dog. Okay, so sad puppy dog eyes from your person. You kind of go off at them, and sad puppy dog eyes from your person. So try to remember that you know, they think that they're understanding. They think that they're offering loyalty and companionship and friendship here. They're trying, you know, they're like the dog that choose your shoe to try to tell you that they love you. I missed you, I loved you. And then they just ruin a, you know, $100 shoe. It's not really a gift, but thanks. It's kind of like that. Sad puppy dog eyes. This person, you know, they're doing it with the best of intentions. They actually are. They think that this is what you want. So try to look at it from the growth, maturity side of things, you know, that this is all part of the healing, part of the journey, part of the lessons. Needing to sort of maybe bend, not break when it comes to this. All right, allow this to bend you, not break you when it triggers you, Sagittarius. And sad puppy dog eyes. They really are they're really not trying to trigger you, okay? It's just kind of like you're at the end of your rope here, and if it wasn't this, it was going to be something that would push you over that line and trigger you, set you off, and it just feels like you're taking it out on this person, to be honest. But it is what it is. It is, you know, Venus and about to be Mercury retrograde. We've got the eclipses. You know, we've got the full moon tomorrow. So it's just heavy. It's just heavy. Not going to lie. Try to go easy on them. Normally I'm the one sticking up for, you know, the sign I'm reading for. But I'm actually feeling like, you know, sad puppy dog eyes. They're really not going to know what's hit them, okay? It's sad puppy dog eyes. So just be careful, Sagittarius. I feel like, you know, pre-warned is pre-armed, yeah? So that's what we've got for you. You're more than welcome to check your other placements, of course. Subscribe to the channel, cross-watch those other placements, cross-watch your person's placements, and we will move on over to our Capricorns. Capricorn. Okay. Capricorn and the person on your mind. Capricorn and the person on your mind. What does Capricorn need to know right now in regard to the person on their mind, please? Yes, the newest timelines, please. I don't want old timelines, thank you. Sorry. Universe just wanted some clarification there, Capricorn. Because it was about to start throwing cards. Oh, okay, we still have to, okay, thank you. The new timeline, please. Capricorn and the person on your mind. Capricorn and the person on your mind. What's going on? What do you need to know, Capricorn, about this person on your mind? Yeah? Okay. You heard me, right? Clarify that we wanted to talk about the new energy, not... Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay. Make me look like a clown. Bottom of the deck there, we've got the clown. Appearances, humiliation, feeling ashamed. It's because what's happening here, Capricorn, is in order to move through the new energy, because I'm just sort of picking up straight away, a lot of you, there's been some sort of timeline shift here between a past person on your mind and a new person on your mind, as to whether that's actually happened yet or not. And maybe for some of you, the new person on your mind you haven't met yet. All right, so getting a bit of both here coming through, but I'm asking specifically for the new. What I'm being told is we can't reach and access the new energy until we have completely moved through the past energy. All right, we have emotions. Okay, emotions. Whether that's a Capricorn stereotype or not, I personally think that that's a bad stereotype of Capricorn. Capricorn are actually very emotional. They just tend to hide it a little bit better, know how to detach from it when necessary. In and out, clashing like waves. Okay, so the emotions coming over you, cresting over you. I want to say too here, very important to note that with that, especially the waves, tidal, flow, crashing, connected to the moon. Emotions strongly connected to the moon for you this month, Capricorn. So just be aware of that with the full moon tomorrow as well. I do feel as though, you know, I myself am Capricorn. I personally, the full moons are usually actually very reinvigorating for me emotionally. Sometimes there's a bit of cleansing, you know, that goes on in the emotions, but I feel like this particular one, it's in and out, okay? In and out. Emotions overwhelming, emotions receding, emotions overwhelming, emotions receding. So we might have a bit of a mixture of, you know, really strong emotions positive, really strong emotions negative. It might sort of ebb and flow a little bit with this full moon. You feel like a clown from something from the past here, Capricorn. Followed up by water signs, fire signs, and communication. So is it that you feel like a clown for waiting for communication from a water or a fire sign? So water signs, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Fire signs, Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. So we see a lot of passion, we see a lot of emotion linked up with those signs as well. Are you awaiting communication with someone? Feeling like a clown for wanting that? Feeling like a clown for waiting for that? There is regrets and a bit of anger there. The emotions are just all over the shop, Capricorn. I'm not going to lie. I'm getting a lot of emotions coming through here. You know, it's like 1 minute you're, you know, like, look at the first bunch of emotions I'm seeing in the hidden energy. I've got regrets, followed by fired up rage, you know, and then unsatisfied, so feeling, you know, the one that got away kind of energy, reminiscing, just, but then we're also seeing here, confused. So your emotions are all over the place. You're lost and confused, feeling invisible, avoid inside, running away from your emotions a little bit there, Capricorn, as well. Secrets, exposure, being judged, hiding the truth about yourself, Capricorn. Feeling judged for the truth of how you feel. This does seem to be very connected to the emotional stuff. So feeling very judged and feeling very needing to keep those emotions secret. I can't show anyone those emotions because they will judge me. They, you know, and so if someone exposes how I feel, how I truly feel, and the fact that I'm a Capricorn, I'm supposed to know everything. I'm supposed to be in charge of everything. I'm supposed to know exactly how I feel when, and yet I'm confused. 1 minute my emotions are here, the next minute they're over there. I don't know exactly how I feel. I'm not in control, Capricorn. I don't want to be exposed because then I feel even more like a clown. I don't want to be a clown. I don't want to be a clown. Capricorn. Hard energy, I'm not going to lie. But it's telling us we need to get to the bottom of this before we move through into the new. So that's actually kind of telling me that you know, I'm picking up on a timeline shift for the Capricorn energy. So obviously it just hasn't quite happened yet for a lot of us. Here's me hoping that it happened for me, but this is triggering me a little bit, I'm not going to lie. It might, even now, just talking about it is making my emotions swell. I'm like, you know how you feel the little pin prick in the back of your eyes? That one. Capricorn. We need to move through it. Okay, tomorrow is shadow work day. Keep your eye out for that shadow work video, Capricorn. I kind of do feel that this will ease on you after the full moon, all right? So just a couple more days. Just a couple more days, Capricorn. All right? So just be aware of the emotions might be uprising, bucking the system in the next couple of days. Capricorn. Yeah, I'm kind of feeling like by Saturday, Sunday, it should be eased off and all good. Clarify this energy for Capricorn. Capricorn and the person on your mind. Capricorn and the person on your mind. Yeah. We have the Scythe, first and foremost. Okay, so trying to break free from this, breaking free from this very, very suddenly, very, very unexpectedly, very, very quickly. Your harvest is almost here, Capricorn. So we're moving in the right direction, yeah? We are about to break free from this. I feel like for you, Capricorn, awareness of the fact that you're feeling confused, awareness of the fact that your emotions are all over the place is the first step to the puzzle. You know, it really helps you move forward. This is showing us, though, that things happening very, very quickly emotionally. You know, 1 minute we're feeling like this, 1 minute we're breaking free from that and feeling like this instead. And, you know, cut that out, cut and move over into this, cut that out, move over into this. Moving through things very, very quickly as well, I feel, for a lot of you here, that, you know, as these emotions rise, just be aware that, you know, it's a lot, yes, but you are actually moving through them very, very quickly. The Capricorn energy, you have been doing a lot of subconscious work. That's what's been leading up to this timeline shift. So there has been a lot of subconscious work going on for you. So if you are a Capricorn, you've probably actually been noticing, especially coming up to this full moon, pressure in your head big time. And it's kind of that energy of like, am I about to get a headache? For some of you, the headache may even come. But heavy, just like a heavy feeling in your head. It's like you can actually feel the weight of your thoughts. And Capricorn, that's why we're feeling a little bit out of control as well. It's part of your spiritual-ish, Capricorn. Your spiritual journey has been insane. And it's part of this awakening, yeah? That's what that weight is. That's why you're saying to yourself, am I effing crazy? Yeah, join the club. It's great over here. Needing to actually go with it a little bit, because that's something that I've learnt, to be honest, and that's something that really enabled me to open up to my spiritual gifts a lot more, Capricorn, was that you can't be in control of everything all the time. There's this great divide within Capricorns between, if it's not part of reality, if it's not part of my materialistic world, it's not part of the world that I can touch, taste, feel, make money on, whatever that is for you, it's not real. It's a delusion. For a lot of Capricorns, there's this inner fight, and I feel for a lot of you, you may actually interpret it the way that I do, which is it's easy to think of it as reality, what's going on in the 3D, what's going on in the material world, versus the delusions. Is this real? Is this really happening? I don't have proof of that. I can't control that. You have a tendency to try to stick into the reality because it's part of being Capricorn, yeah? Logical, you know, we're very logical tending people. It's hard to go with the flow sometimes when you want to be in control of everything. Because you can't organise chaos. It just doesn't happen. Needing to trust the delusions a little bit, Capricorn. Because you're so strong and powerful. What happens when you can turn that onto yourself? Instead of being so defensive and fearful a little bit here, having strong boundaries between what's real and what's not. What happens when you lower those walls and allow it both to be true? Let your defenses down a little bit, Capricorn. It's time to actually let your defenses down a little bit. I'm getting with that bear energy. Because of this. Everything you wish for. Everything you wish for. Sometimes the things that we're afraid of, the emotions, the confusion, the being judged and the exposure, letting someone see letting someone see who we really are inside, letting someone hear all the crazy, see all the crazy, letting down those walls, letting down those defenses. It's actually leading you exactly where you wish to go with this person, with this connection. The new timeline, okay? Your new timeline is about to fall from the sky, Capricorn. Put your strength, your power towards your truest desires and your truest wishes. Because think about it like this, Capricorn. If you're someone who's very goal-oriented and finds it very hard to get out of the material, is a goal in the material world? It does not exist yet. A goal, a wish, something that you dream for, it does not exist yet in the material world. So maybe putting part of your power and your strength into believing, by allowing those emotions to be shown, by allowing yourself to feel a little bit more vulnerable, a little bit more defenseless, and, you know, let those walls down a little bit. I'm not saying, you know, at the detriment of your own safety or anything like that. Vulnerability, Capricorn, vulnerability. You don't need to be afraid of vulnerability, it's human. You're not a robot. It's human. You're not a clown. You're not a robot either. Do you know, sometimes the more that you try to force yourself to be a robot, this is the unintended result. You make yourself look like a clown. You're trying so hard to not look like a clown. It makes you look inhuman. You know that whole uncanny valley thing where there's a certain point where robots just start to look too real and it freaks people out. Yeah. Don't go too far into reality. It will freak people out. You need to learn to get out of reality a little bit, Capricorn. Go with the flow a little bit more. Trust the emotions. That's the secret for you at the moment, is to go into the emotional stuff and go with the flow. As much as it sucks, as much as it feels like you're going crazy, you don't have to be afraid of that. It's not a secret. It's not a secret that people have emotions. It's not a secret that people are deeper on the inside than they are on the out. It's not a secret. Even if it feels like it is. It feels like you're exposing like this big part of yourself. It's not a secret, okay? Advice for Capricorn. No, actually, I feel like that's kind of covered it, but I really just want to... I asked for the new timeline stuff. Can we tell Capricorn something about the new timeline? Because right now we're only looking at Capricorn and past energy. We're not looking at new. What's going on with the new person on Capricorn's mind? Whether they exist in reality yet or not. Nurturing relationships, Capricorn. We have the woman and the ring. So there is definitely someone there in the future. It's very nurturing, emotional connection. So maybe that's why you need to learn a little bit more about the emotional stuff, because you need to be able to nurture the emotions in this future connection. You need to allow them to grow and develop, and so you can break the cycles of the past and not allow those negative emotions to crash back over you in the future. It's going to be an emotional connection in the future, Capricorn. Whatever will you do? I was going to do a short video today, guys, would you believe? It's sending me a bit loopy. It's okay, but tomorrow's will be even bigger with the shadow work reading. All right, so keep an eye out for that. Make sure you do subscribe to the channel. You're more than welcome to check out other placements as always. Moving on over to our Aquarians. Okay, Aquarius and the person on your mind. Aquarius and the person on your mind. What's going on for Aquarius and the person on their mind? Thank goodness, Aquarius. I was starting to think I was going to be confronting all day, for, you know, like a lot of the readings today. We started off really good, and we've had a bit of a... I've had to call out some signs today. So, firstly, we have the admire energy. Inspired by you, songs, emotional bond, and telepathic love. Very strong bond here, especially on the what's the word, the astral level with this connection. For some of you, you may not have even met this person as of yet. This may just be a telepathic connection so far, and it's just on your mind that you're looking for, you're interested in, who's my soulmate kind of energy is what I'm sort of getting for some of you there. We have dreams visiting you, spirit world, receiving downloads and confirmations. So we are getting confirmations not only in our dreams, but also with the songs. We did see that there as well. And also by noticing when you inspire others, it is actually a sign for you here as well. It is a confirmation for you. When you notice that somebody seems to have been inspired by you or something that you have done, that is a confirmation to you from the universe. All right. On the bottom of the deck here, we do have the call. Expressing, conversations, unblocking, and hearing your voice. So I do feel as though for some of you, this is, you know, it does say unblocking, so it may be, you know, I feel like there's more about unblocking your own self to being open to converse basically and communicate and get to know people and expressing yourself and having conversations that are leading you to somebody to have on your mind. And so, you know, it's like hearing your voice out in the world a little bit more is what I'm getting with that there. Okay, Aquarius, because I do feel for a lot of you this is actually a connection that does not yet exist in the real world. It's at this point it's like you're calling each other in. It's like you're calling each other through your dreams and through this telepathic emotional bond that you already have, that even you haven't met them though. You're drawing each other in, you're calling each other in, and it's like telling me soon. For those of you who haven't met this person on your mind yet, it is going to happen soon. All right, but let's have a look. Aquarius and the person on your mind. What does Aquarius need to know in regard to the person on their mind? So yeah, it's pretty straightforward. Can I just clarify? Can I get one card for the Aquarians who do have a specific person on their mind, please? Because once again, this seems like somebody that they're on your mind, but just not. Funny jokes. When I've asked that question, Aquarius, we're getting, tomorrow's the full moon, okay? The universe always has jokes on the full moons. Funny things sometimes happen. Things happen in funny, weird ways, explosive ways. When I've asked for a card for those of you where you already have a specific person on your mind, I actually got your card, Aquarius, the Stars card, which actually talks more about the things that you dream of, the things that you wish for. So once again, we're getting a reference to something or someone that you may not have even come into physical contact with yet. For some of you, we're seeing you, yourself, and what you wish for is the more important thing. So if you do have a specific person on your mind, it is still connecting to this reading through you and your energy. Okay, so take it as it resonates. So what you wish for in that connection is where this is taking us, you know, when we're looking at the general reading here. But it's all got to do with you, yourself, and your dreams and your wishes here. All right, so once again, your dreams. Who are you dreaming about, Aquarius? Because that seems to be, you know, that's the second time we're seeing the reference to the dreams coming through, or third really, because I do kind of consider that telepathic connection energy as that same sort of energy as the astral dream energy. We do see here the tree coming through, so it may be connected to a Virgo. That is the Virgo card, I believe. Is it Virgo? Yes, the Virgo card. So there may be a Virgo connection here. But it's about growth. It's about, you know, filling out that family tree and, you know, connecting with your ancestors, connecting with your own healing and growth. All right, more than anything, it's about healing and growth and making sure we're moving in the right direction. We're bending with the flow rather than breaking. That we're, you know, trusting our own wisdom, trusting our own healing process, trusting our own growth process. So we do see here that, you know, we're growing, we're branching out, we're expanding, we're about to grow into this connection. It is kind of what I'm getting. It's about to start to grow, kind of thing. So the seeds have already been planted and there's a tree ready to go. It's just you know, how far along that tree has grown is going to be up to you and divine timing. Okay, cool. We also have the feminine energy there, so a lot of emotional connection there, a lot of nurturing energy. It has come out here, you know, so nurturing the growth and the healing of this connection, nurturing our own individual growth and healing so that we can, you know, get to this connection that we're wishing for more quickly. We also have it connected here with the Tower. All right, so we do also see it's very important for you to nurture the traditional aspects within your own self on what you want here, if that kind of makes sense. So, you know, for example, just as an example here, if you are somebody who it's important to you personally that you are reaching connections that lead potentially to marriage, for example, what is your traditional beliefs when it comes to relationships and connections, and the tradition of you? What suits you and your traditions? Because you may not be an Aquarius who wants to get married. That may be traditionally not right for you, and your traditions for you, your personal self, are different to marriage. So thinking about what your traditional, it's not traditional, maybe not the right word, but your the authority within your own self on you know, the regimented side of what you will and will not put up with in connections. So if you're somebody who is aiming towards marriage, you're not going to put up with connections with somebody who says, I'm never going to get married. And same as, you know, like the argument with children. Like if you're someone who, I definitely want to, you know, have relationships where we can talk about having children in the future, you're never going to connect with somebody that doesn't want children, or is you know, and vice versa. Like if you don't want children, you're never going to connect, you know, it's never going to fit your regiment to connect with somebody who already has children if you don't want children, if that makes sense. cat person, dog person, all different types of regiments. Just, you know, if your regiment is open relationships and polyamory, you're never going to fit with somebody who is very, very straight-laced monogamous. It's not going to work, because, you know, eventually there's going to come a time where that clashes. So it's very important for you to nurture that growth of what your regiment is. Okay, so I know that that's a weird way for it to come out worded here, but you can actually look to your own past history, you know, as to what that actually means for you, and you know, spending some time maybe even alone in isolation. It is the card of isolation, but because you're nurturing something that can be quite independent and isolated. You know, if, for example, if you met this person, this potential person, if you met them at the beginning of COVID and you moved in together, and then all of a sudden COVID happened and you were stuck together for a whole year on lockdowns or whatever, however long it ended up being in your specific area. If you were stuck together for a whole year, would it have survived? Would it have survived that isolation period? I feel as though that's an important thing for you to consider within this situation here. But there is it's a very, very strong astral connection. There's a lot of astral energy here, a lot of celestial energy here. You know, we've got the stars, we've got the dreams, the admire card. They're all very celestial energies, very spiritual energies. So that's part of the regiment for you. I can kind of tell you that. If that's a clue for you, that's part of your regiment, your own spiritual belief system, whether that be through religion, whether that be through traditional beliefs about marriage and whatnot. That is part of your personal regiment when it comes to this future connection, okay? So make sure you're not seeking connections that are outside of that, because it's not intuitively right for you, Aquarius. It's outside of this connection already, if you're outside of your regiment. So it's, I don't know why I keep getting the word regiment. It may be there may actually be like actual army connection here for some of you. You may actually be connecting with somebody in like this. Sometimes can talk about, you know, governmental forces like the defense forces and air forces and navy forces and those sorts of things. It can talk about governmental places and governmental personnel as well. So I am getting a very structured, regimented, there's that word again. It may be somehow relevant to help you know who this future person is for you. So super interesting, and that was like pretty solid channeling there, Aquarius, too. So that definitely is a very energy connected connection. It is very much in the energy already, whether you've met them or not. There is strong energy there that this is going to happen one way or another. All right, so take that as it resonates, and you are more than welcome to check out your other placements and cross-watch the person's placements if you did have a specific person that may give you, you know, because that, like I said, it was did feel a little bit more specific there to those of you who haven't actually got necessarily a specific person in mind. For some of you, though, maybe you do have a specific person in mind, and it's kind of that confirmation to you that that person that was on your mind is not that person, because we're looking at a person that you're connected to through energy, not reality right now. All right, so take that on board. Or not, up to you. Leave me a comment as well, guys. I would really appreciate some comments letting me know whether you prefer the quality of this video or, you know, my past video qualities, because we are, you know, on the new device. I have cleared out the old device now, so I think I should be able to use both. So it's really just going to depend on, you know, what quality of video we all prefer. So, you know, I can't really tell yet because, you know, I'm looking at the device rather than you know, I do need to wait and see, you know, how the quality uploads through the YouTube app and everything like that as well. So let me know in the comments, you know, which video quality you prefer, and if there is any issues with this one, or any, you know, audio issues or anything like that, let me know. But I would really appreciate that. We will move on over to our Pisces. Pisces and the person on your mind. Pardon. Pisces and the person on your mind. Whoa, okay. That's very interesting. The way that just came out then, Pisces, too. I can't really show you how they landed, but I did get 3 cards fell out. One specifically landed completely separate. The other 2 landed together. I'm just wanting to grab you a 4th card, actually. I started off grabbing just 2 cards today, but I'm going to grab you a 4th card because they kind of fell out. Sometimes I don't, but the way that they fell, I know that they're for you, Pisces. One more. Pisces and the person on your mind. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. It just wants to show me information rather than... All right, cool. We can work with that. Pisces. I just want to cover this one quickly because I feel as though this one, it's not something I'm going to cover completely in depth here because I feel as though it's unnecessary. When those 3 cards fell out, the one that fell separately, okay, so I've got, beside me here, I've got like a small little cupboard type thing, or it's like a crate technically, but it's like a cupboard type thing, and then the floor, obviously. The 2 that fell together landed on the floor. This one landed kind of like right on the edge, on the corner, like overlooking, as though it was kind of looking down on those other 2 cards. And this is the jealousy card. All right, so this is someone in the background. This is someone, I feel like this is somebody from your past here, Pisces, and they're looking on, or because I'm picking up strongly that this hasn't quite happened yet for a lot of you. So this is coming in very soon when it comes to person on your mind. So I feel like for a lot of you, this is why this is on your, you know, because you may be coming into this reading going, the person on my mind is, and it's actually this person is the person on your mind. And, you know, as this person is the one that you're consciously sort of thinking about, maybe if that's a past person. And then we've actually got an energy here as like, because I am picking up 2 separate energies, and this other energy, I feel as though this is somebody that you maybe haven't even met yet. For a lot of you, you may not have even met this second energy. All right, this is what's coming in the near future for you when it comes to having a person on your mind. Whereas this other person, they're going to kind of be off in the background, sitting there, kind of crying over spilt milk. Oh, damn, I messed up big time, didn't I? They're saying. Talking behind your back, being envious, pettiness, attention seeking. So I am actually getting here that they're sitting up there in the background trying to kind of, Pisces, I'm just going to see if I can like sneak my way back in there. Oh, why is Pisces isn't even looking at me? Look at me, Pisces. Pay attention to me. So I do feel as though somebody might, like this might be like an ex or something, posting stuff on social media, that kind of a thing. It is giving me that energy. And oh, okay, confirmation. Thank you. Because I'm like, it's like pricks in the eyes. Like it's like something just flew straight into my eyes when I was saying that. So I was like, they're like trying not to cry, but they're crying, but they're like, you Pisces, you're so distracted by what's going on over here. You're not looking over there at that person. You're like, oh, I've got something in my eyes. You don't even see them as you walk past because you're too busy going, oh, got something in my eyes. But so you may not even realize this. But there is a bit of jealousy. Someone's a bit envious that you aren't all effed up over them, basically, is what I'm getting from that energy. So we'll move on from that energy. I don't feel as though it's relevant further than that, because they're off in the background, in the distance, and you don't even care. Because you got your new boo. Happy place, seeing someone new love blossoms and enjoying each other. So this actually fell out right on the floor there with the butterflies. Devotion, can't stop smiling, happiness and feeling complete. Brand new butterflies about to start swimming around in that little tummy of yours, Pisces. Whether you know it or not. When I asked for that extra card, around spring, which is March, April, May. Actually, no, my bad. I read the seasons as my own. I got excited then. I did get excited. We have September, October, November. All right, so not that far. 6 months or so. I feel like though that's when it's really going. You by 6 months from now, by springtime, my time, I understand that that's fall or autumn elsewhere in the world, and you're going into fall, autumn now. But around springtime, I think you'll already be set up with this new boo by then, to be completely honest. So if you don't have someone around you right now, you will within 6 months, I feel, for a lot of you. And whoever's been in the background, whoever's been in the past, sitting here crying over spilt milk, I should have taken a chance on Pisces. I should have been better towards Pisces. We do also have earth signs coming through on the bottom of the deck there as well. So I'm just not sure whether that earth sign, the Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, is the jealous one or the new boo. All right, and it could also be I'm also getting Virgo season. All right, so it could specifically Virgo season may end up being important to this connection as well. So you and Taurus as well. I'm kind of getting here. You may meet them in Taurus season, and then by Virgo season, you're all booed up, baby. Should be interesting. Let's get some extra clarity. Pisces in the person on your mind. What does Pisces need to know in regard to the person on their mind? Definitely on the way, Pisces. We have the Rider. Good news. Good news on the way. I'm hearing that Futurama. So Futurama. Good news, everyone. It's coming in soon. Get back up on that horse, Pisces. It's coming in soon. Have faith. Have a little bit of faith. Trust. It is happening. It is going to happen. All right. Have a bit of faith. Have a bit of trust. We also have here the ring. Trust. Believe. New chapter. So we see brand new relationship. It's a mystery. Don't even know about it yet. Lots of love. But do you know what? Not only love, we have friendship as well. Okay. And security. Dependability, reliability. I love that for you, Pisces. This new person, great energy, and it's like the garden and then the key. You're meeting them with this is a successful new opportunity. Meeting a brand new opportunity that leads you to success. So I love this energy for you, Pisces. So it's not much longer, really. It's not much longer. All right, you will have. Your new boo giving you all those butterflies in the tummy. Possibly connected to an earth sign. have faith, the commitment and the relationship that you want is coming. But there is some elements of mystery about this person, about this relationship. So I'm just sort of picking up there that there's some unknown factors that you didn't even know that you wanted that until you get it. You didn't even know that that quality in a person would be so amazing. You know, there's just some mystery to unwrap in the future here, that it's like you thought you wanted XYZ, but then you met this person and oh, wow, Q and R, oh, amazing. All right, so that's what we've got for you, Pisces. You're more than welcome to check out your other placements as well. Subscribe to the channel. I am really appreciative of any comments. Let me know whether you prefer this video quality or the previous style quality. You know, obviously brand new device, whatnot. Let me know so I can sort of work things out. This is the first one I'm doing in this quality on this device, so your feedback is really useful, so thank you so much, and I will see you all again soon tomorrow for the shadow work reading, guys. Don't miss that one.